Alright, today we've got a expired replay here, but it showcased some elements of the last patch that I wanted to display. This was before the Fire Badger change and the nerf to sledgehammers, so I'm magnanimity here. I start with sledges and void eyes. Been experimenting a lot more with void eyes because I think they've got a lot of potential, especially with tarantula start. I don't know, I'm just testing that out. I'm super low MMR, not really trying to emulate any kind of strategy, but just trying to sort of discover something on my own using methods that I think will result in success, that will be like effective at learning the game better. But I do pick up saber-tooths, which I think they're probably, I don't think they're underrated or overrated, but I want to try to utilize them more and better. I guess, you know, as a beginner, when you're playing games, there's this strategy of limit testing. You can try to maximize either having a higher win rate, or you could try to maximize learning more about the game, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm up against this fellow PeterL. He is in Void Eyes and Tarantulas and Marksman, which is quite a nice combo, I think. Let's see, I think I went with vertical sledges here, and I ended up putting them around the machine gun, or the rapid fire cannon rather. So yeah, first round goes to PeterL. That's a nice combo he's got there. Let's see, reinforcements come down. Try to like predict what I was thinking when I was actually playing. I couldn't tell ya. Here, I don't know. I guess, yeah, off the top of my head, I was thinking wasps. So let's see, the formation we got here is the rapid fire cannon is being protected by the defensive wall, and it's, what would you call this, bisymmetrical, instead of, I don't know what horizontal or diagonal symmetry would be called. But in this case, we've got this open lane that neither of us have decided to try to push the opponent's tower, both deciding to sort of lean into our reinforcements. Although I just sell off the heavy cannon there. I have no idea what that's called. Right now, these wasps are looking pretty far forward for where I'm like trying to focus my strategy, which tends to be to lean into the structures, what would you call that? Not reinforcement. Yeah, the reinforcements of the structures. Particularly this middle one, which I think is strong. So let's see, it looks like he's gonna win again here, unless I can no, definitely not. Yeah, I don't like the term scammed in the air. I don't know. I figure it could grow on me. It seems like people just, adopted it and just go with that, but I'm not sure if I want to settle on getting air scammed. But I'm at a loss for what else to sort of call that. I think the natural would be like cheesed, right? But maybe that's like a different concept fundamentally. I don't know. Let's see. I kind of vaguely think I remember this picking up. So, what was that? Sorry, let's go back. I don't know if we can do that. I don't think we can go back. Let's see, what did I get here? Elite Mustang. Okay. So I chose Elite Mustang, and I guess I was thinking, it's usually around round 3 where I start to think I should probably pick up Mustangs as like some kind of hedge, either because there might be units on the side, or because the opponent might start going into air, especially since I picked up Wasps last round. But yeah, I don't put them on the sides, and if I did, they would be prone to a rhino, and sledgehammers too, I suppose. It would take them forever, so it'd be like a really good distraction. Anyway, so yeah, I think I might lose this one too. And like as a strategist, I'm sort of thinking like a lot of, you know, most pro players that I watch, like lately, it's just been mostly Ray, and Rooster, really value winning from turn 1, but I'm sort of asking or inquiring about the prospect of like, is there legitimacy to, you know, throwing these early rounds if you can get some other kind of advantage? And the main sort of arc of my inquiry, or my development as a strategist, lately I've been trying to focus towards this idea of selling less or not selling at all. Certain things to sell, I think, but trying to maximize like board presence, and see if I can make that work. So you see, like Ray is like someone who he has focused like almost all of his attention into making sledgehammers work, and he's really settled on this idea of having a middle sledge line. And you know, I don't know how much time I'm actually going to put into this game, but sort of what I'm working towards is being able to use diversity and quantity of units to create stronger, you know, whatever. I had the word. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. It looks like I'm just kind of getting artistic with things. How did I get this? I must have took elite training, which is something that I quite like, and trying to get like a higher level Sabertooth as like a frontline tank to sort of guard these Void Eyes. Or what I like about Sabertooth and Tarantulas with Void Eyes is there's this, you know, a little bit of diversity in like unit sizing, which is going to affect, you know, how you get targeted and what's effective versus your your composition. So yeah, the level 3 Sabertooth, it did get slowed at the beginning, so it didn't get targeted immediately, but it was the last thing to go down there. Mass-produced wasps. I know I'm definitely not going subsidized arc like here. This kind of looks like a skip to me. If I were to redo this, I might try to get laser sight and put it on this other what are those things called? Sabertooth. Just to see if I can like get it more experience. Oh, and it looks like it did actually pick that up, but I put it on my level 3. Interesting. So, yeah, so part of my strategy is I'm trying to maximize deployments, which means trying to, like, you know, get 3 deployments every round. But yeah, there definitely is a balance in how you manage your HP. and how you manage rounds, and like in general, it's kind of a general rule that if you're not tying your opponent or beating them, that you're not just losing points, but you're losing against their army. So yeah, I don't really like the position on my Mustangs here. I think I definitely was thinking about getting some strong Mustangs because it's like a strategy I've seen. Once they get to a certain level, they start to become kind of a huge problem. But I don't know, maybe I just am really bad at solving that problem. But it seems like there's a lot you can do with Mustangs. So it looks like I'm actually going to win this one. I'm not sure exactly what changed about my composition because I've just been focusing so much on narrating. Oh, no, behind that bubble. Okay, you get some. Or she. Alright, so what are we, round 6, PeterL. Okay. You should get the chat there, right? In the replay? Alright, whatever. Yeah, so generally I put these Mustangs way farther back, and my strategy has been to lean into using my fortifications. There we go. Oh my gosh. To do some of the work in combat. So I've been trying strategies more that lead the opponent into my base, and I think that might be conducive with my general strategy of trying to maximize my unit composition, because it gives me maybe more space to react to the opponent. So the sort of like thing that I feel like I'm trying to learn is where to place units so that I can think ahead to later rounds, 7, 8, in order to place units that I can anticipate I'm going to need to respond to my opponent. Something I really like about these void eyes is how you can just switch them up to air. It's a really cool trick. But if you ever have any hope of doing that, you need to make sure that your ground composition is strong without them. But as ground units, I think they're really cool. They're kind of like mini marksmen that are somewhere close to a sledgehammer. With the sledgehammer nerf, maybe we'll be seeing Void Eyes have a little bit more prominence in that sphere, but I really like them because they're high damage, and I think giving them range is really good too. But yeah, I don't know. There's another cool thing is like if you pick up like I think it's supply or quick start specialist or whatever, or I think there might be some other ones too. Quick supply or supply specialist, the one that gives you 50 every round. Like something I've kind of been hesitant to do, but I think I might try to do more is just start clicking energy absorption round 1. So I don't know, that kind of departs from this idea of like how much HP can you sacrifice in order to get some kind of advantage, but I guess there might be some tension between those two ideas. But it's cool. There's like, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the void eye is, but like with this setup, at least, it seems like there's like 3 main different directions that you could take with it. You know, if you give it range, then you're leaning into its high damage range single target shot. But if you give it energy shield, then it's more like a sledgehammer, in that it's, you know, there to soak up damage and create a line, and you know, it's cool how they do fan out into lines a lot when you put them down. Or being able to flip it to aerial, which can work with either of the other 2 strategies. So yeah, I think I'm going to be playing a lot more Void Eyes. Alright, well, it looks like we're not going to get the chat here. That's too bad, because that's why I wanted to film this video. From the discussion that I remember, our pal here, PeterL, he was talking about how he did something unforgivable and lost all his family and friends. He had to sort of tempt him into this admission, because at first he was just saying 3 times, I think, before I responded to him, how badly he messed up. And that could be taken within the context of the game, but it just didn't seem to be panning out with how things were going. So to me, it seemed more logical that PeterL was having a really bad time. But yeah, I guess he moved to Canada and he's trying to start over there. So here's one for PeterL. Tried to be as sort of I don't know. I'm not. My shoulder is kind of reserved. It's not really there for you to cry on. So I just kind of wanted to, you know, be nice but real. That at the end of the day, this is a match of Mechabellum, not to be confused with Mechabellum, which, quite frankly, I don't know what people are talking about when they say that. So yeah, I just let him know that you know, if he can accept himself, I'm sure he's gonna find other people who can accept him too. So alright, yeah, I've been checked out this whole game. Quite frankly, I have no idea what's going on. But I'm noticing that he's got a lot on these flanks that are really, like, he's honing in on the middle. But let's see how our level 4 now Saber-Tooth is doing. Oh, he's got enough XP to be level 5, but he's gonna get taken out. He's gonna get taken out by the combination of Typhoons and Wasps. Wow, PeterL, good job. Way to go, dude. Damn, I thought I remember winning that game. I guess not.